So our goal here with the Model S was to create not the best electric car, but actually the best car of any kind.
Crazy things can come true. It's real because it looks so fake, honestly.
We have a very big sign, and we're going to raise the curtain.
So what we're looking at over there, that's a quarter section of the Falcon 9 17-foot diameter fairing. It's 17-foot diameter and obviously and 50 feet long. It's capable of taking the largest satellites in the world, and it could actually literally fit a city bus in that fairing. It's that big, because that's just a quarter section of it. Behind me is where Falcon 9 would sit during launch, and the big transformation that's going to occur over the next few months is the construction of the launch mount, and we're going to have the hangar constructed. Well, we're super excited, obviously, at SpaceX to announce some of the details around the Falcon Heavy rocket, which is our large rocket development, really large rocket development. This is something we've alluded to in the past, but I've only just recently completed the design. And have been able to increase the thrust and payload capability of the rocket considerably over our previous estimations.
As you can see, the Model S can easily handle 7 people plus baggage. Oh, hey. Hey, Ben, you've been working late? Or must have been there all night. So one of the main inventions of the Model X is something that we call the Falcon Wing doors.
So I'm sitting here in the pilot's seat. And pull it down. So we've aimed for something with the Dragon version 2 for the interfaces and for the overall aesthetic of something that's very clean, very simple. All right. So what do you think? You like the car? Been good?
So our options for becoming a multi-planet species within our solar system are limited. I certainly have nothing against going to the moon, but I think it's challenging to create become multi-planetary on the moon because it's much smaller than a planet. It doesn't have any atmosphere. It's not as resource-rich as Mars. It's got a 28-day day, whereas the Mars day is 24.5 hours. And in general, Mars is far better suited to ultimately scale up to be a self-sustaining civilization.
I'm going to give the trucks a moment. Give the trucks a moment. We started Tesla. We started Tesla with a sports car, Tesla Roadster.
I think that's, silly fun things are important. And normally for a new rocket, they'd launch like a block of concrete or something like that. I mean, that's so boring.
But if you can do hundreds of tunnels, and you can have many small stations woven throughout the fabric of a city. You can actually, without even the city even appearing different, you could solve the transport problem. You really need a very small footprint to enter the tunnel network. It's like not much bigger than a parking space.
The Model Y. Yeah.
I've said a lot about AI over the years, but I think even in a benign AI scenario, we will be left behind. The threads are very tiny, and there's a lot of them, and they're very carefully placed.
This is I think the most inspiring thing that I've ever seen. The point of this presentation and this event is really there are two elements to it. One is to inspire the public, get people excited about our future in space, and get people fired up about the future. Doesn't look like anything else.
Sure?
Yeah. Oh my fucking God. Well, maybe that was a little too hard.
Should we try the beer?
Sorry?
Okay.
It didn't go through.
Let's
So
see.
that's a plus side.
Let's try the
Okay.
beer.
Try that one, really? Okay. Sure.
Oh, man.
It didn't go through. All right. Not bad. I do think what this heralds really is fundamentally a new era in spaceflight, a new era in space exploration. We're going to go to the moon. We're going to have a base on the moon. We're going to send people to Mars, and make life multiplanetary. And I think this day heralds a new age of space exploration.
This is our little device. That thing at the bottom is just to hold the threads in place because they're just like little fine wires. I mean, frankly, to sort of simplify this, what we're, I mean, it's more complicated than this, but it's, in a lot of ways, it's kind of like a Fitbit in your skull with tiny wires. Does it actually work? And what I'm excited to show you, I call it like the Three Little Pigs demo. So what the beeps you're hearing are real-time signals from the Neuralink in Gertrude's head. So this Neuralink connects to neurons that are in her snout. So whenever she snuffles around and touches something with her snout, that sends out neural spikes, which are detected here. And so on the screen, you can see each of the spikes from the 1,024 electrodes. And then if she snuffles around, touches her snout in the ground, or you kind of feed her some food, pigs love food, then you can see the neurons will fire much more than when you're not touching the snout. And that's what's making the beeping sound.
Yeah, I mean, our goal is like basically to do something that have it be sort of interesting, fun, and ultimately useful, and to spur creative ideas for what is actually the smartest way to take the trillions of tons of carbon that we've removed from the ground and will remove from the ground, from deep underground, and we've placed that carbon in the atmosphere and oceans, which obviously changes the chemical constituency of the surface of the Earth.
Yeah. I suppose it does get a little bit easier, but it's still extremely intense. And I usually can't sleep the night before a launch, and that's true of the night before this one. So I haven't had much sleep. But fortunately, we've got a great team that are really proud of the incredible work the team has done in partnership with NASA. And yeah, I suppose it gets a little bit easier, but still pretty intense, I have to say.